tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it kill it and did it again. Put it in 10, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now a play fake, and it's locked. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 34. Well, how about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice?
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball right out of the gate and putting us back on our heels.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up first and 10 at their own 22. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
Second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. They toss to Freeman. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, first down.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
On first down, Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Love. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, but it's going to be second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
No. Off. Check 5061. Matchbox light.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Luck going to keep it on the sneak. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. After the run, Luck going to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hey, high 7.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play action. It's lost. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
12.
A shotgun snap for Lott. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan, the Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Darius Leonard able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Hey, check.
95 to send. No, check. He's Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And the pressure gets to him again. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Returnable for Grant. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night, they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams, an 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now this is hitting on the receiving end and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down.
Motion. Mike 27. I got one. Hey, check Mike 27.
Back to throw, Love. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Colts add on to their lead. Terry connecting on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off at the 40. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
And on the stop, DeMonte Casey.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Noah Fant with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. They worked out for 6.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They find some open field here. 34 yards there at a 1st down.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. 30, 20, 10, 5. And he will score. Touchdown to Indianapolis. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and a rout is on here in this first half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. 51's Mike. Mike 51. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 51's the Mike. 51's the Mike. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Watch the safety creep.
Now Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
95's the same. No, check. He's Mike. He's scared. 25. Check 25. Wait.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got you. He's coming. We got check.
Now it's Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. To try again after the sack, Ryan, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Clayton Gathers makes the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Check, 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 check. 12, 12.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up, and he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Colts just continue to pour it on. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off of play action. Luck. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are in for 6. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Let's go.
Here's Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
95's Mike.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
you have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it'll bring up third down.
Back 25.
He's Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 95's Mike. Watch 95. Switch. Check. Show it up.
Ryan. He's got Sanu. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
95's Mike. Watch 95. Hey, watch the screen. Check. Watch the screen.
Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Back now in Indianapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
95's Mike. Watch 95.
Get up.
Here's Ryan to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Got it. Bumps up the helmet. Here we go.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16.
That's baby stop. Check. Quo. Check three.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Vic Beasley picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They went zone blitz there, obviously successful. What makes the zone blitz successful?
Well, just go ahead and let's break the term down. Zone means they're going to play zone behind them in coverage, not man-to-man. But the zone blitz, why it's confusing to offenses? Because oftentimes defensive ends or defensive tackles will drop back into coverage, and linebackers or safeties will usually fill that gap and blitz in their spot, messing up the blocking responsibilities.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Luck. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Squeeze, double, double.
Here's Ryan. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
On first down, it's Freeman. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
22.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And an alley to run. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 11 now, Ryan. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Ryan, he's going to take a shot. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Check, 59. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Safe.
12.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Mike, check. 59. I got it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this thing is blown up defensively. They will not get a throw-off on the trick play, and that'll go down as a sack. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Check 59, Mike. 11B. Mike to 59. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day.
They'll fake it. Now Locke. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Got it. Back 25. Wait.
Hey, let's get in them holes.
Let him go.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Check.
95's a sand. No, check. He's Mike. Watch the flood. Motion. Pop.
Hey, exit. Let him go.
Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The Falcons on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be third and forever.
95's Mike. Watch 95. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Flush, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Luck gonna throw it. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, 36 yards. And the Colts have got it on cruise control. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
57, Falcons 20.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. A second broken tackle.
Come on, fellas.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Indianapolis, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.